I never thought I'd be telling this story, but if it saves even one fellow traveler from making the same mistake I did, it's worth it. When people talk about Pattaya, they paint two very different pictures. Some call it paradise, beaches, nightlife, endless fun. Others warn you it's the city of scams, heartbreak, and false promises. I used to laugh it off. I thought, come on, I'm smart enough to see through the tricks. But then, Pattaya humbled me, and it all started with an old Thai grandma. I had just arrived in Pattaya after a few weeks of traveling around Thailand. I was tired of temples, tired of night buses, and ready to just relax. Pattaya promised excitement. The neon lights, the bars, the girls, and the madness you always hear about. Walking down Walking Street for the first time felt like stepping into another planet. Music blasting from every bar, street food stalls smoking, girls calling out to you from every corner. For a single foreigner, a Farang like me, it's overwhelming, and that's when I noticed her. Not a young bar girl, not a slick hustler, but an old Thai grandma, maybe in her 70s, sitting by the side of the road. She smiled at me with the kindest face. Wrinkled skin, missing teeth, hands folded in a Y. She looked like someone's sweet grandmother, the type who would hand you soup if you were sick. "Hello, son," she said in broken English. "Where you from?" I stopped. Maybe it was guilt. Everyone else just walked past her. She looked poor, fragile. I told her I was from England. Her eyes lit up. My granddaughter. She love Farang. She good girl, not like bar girl. "You want meat?" Now, I'll be honest, my guard went up immediately. I'd read about the scams. But something about her tone, soft, warm, grandmotherly, disarmed me. I thought, surely this old lady isn't running a con. Maybe she's just looking out for her family. That was mistake number one. The next day, I actually met the so-called granddaughter. She was young, beautiful, dressed modestly, not like the girls dancing in the clubs. She giggled shyly, spoke a little English, and introduced herself as Knock. The grandma sat nearby, watching proudly, like she was matchmaking. She kept repeating, "Knock good girl. No bar. She want good Farang, family, not money." And I wanted to believe her. After all the warnings about Pattaya being fake, this felt different. We spent a few evenings together. Knock took me to small Thai restaurants, street markets, even a temple. She acted innocent, almost traditional. I thought, wow, maybe I found something real in Pattaya. Of course, the requests started small. First, Grandma said she needed a little money for medicine. It was only 500 baht, about $15. Nothing major. Then, Knock's motorbike broke down, another 1,000 baht. I told myself it was fine. They weren't, asking for huge amounts. And compared to the scams I'd heard of, bar girls demanding iPhones or gold jewelry, this felt harmless. But the pattern grew. Grandma's medicine suddenly needed to be bought every few days. The motorbike had another problem. Then Knock's younger brother needed school fees. Before I realized it, I was handing out cash almost daily. The turning point came when Grandma invited me to their village outside Pattaya. She said if I was serious about Knock, I should meet the family. I hesitated, but my curiosity won. They rented a minivan and we drove 2 hours into the countryside. When we arrived, there were chickens, wooden houses, and a dozen smiling relatives. They threw me a little welcome party. Beer, karaoke, endless cheers. Every time I tried to relax, Grandma would whisper, "They see you good Farang. Maybe you help little bit. Family poor." Then the requests grew bolder. Knock asked if I could help buy her family a new fridge. Grandma suggested I could build a small house in the village, only 200,000 baht, about $6,000. That's when it hit me. This wasn't about Knock. This wasn't about Grandma being sweet. It was a well-practiced scam, a family operation designed to make lonely foreigners feel special, then milk them slowly until they either run out of money or patience. The realization finally stepped back and looked at the whole picture. Grandma wasn't randomly sitting on the street. She was scouting for vulnerable Farangs. Nok wasn't the innocent, good girl. She was trained in how to appear modest and different from bar girls. Every small request was a test. If I gave once, I'd give again. I realized I wasn't the first, and I wouldn't be the last. That night I excused myself, claiming I had to return to Bangkok. I handed Grandma a final 500 baht, not out of kindness but to make my exit easier, and left. Lesson learned back in Pattaya, I couldn't stop thinking about it. The whole experience left a bitter taste. I didn't lose thousands, but I lost something more important: trust. Every girl I met afterward, I questioned. Was she genuine, or just another knock with another grandma behind the scenes? And that's the real damage of scams like this. It's not just the money. It's how they make you doubt everyone. So here's my advice, fellow travelers. If an old Thai grandma approaches you in Pattaya, remember my story. Not every sweet smile is innocent. Some are business, some are survival, and some are straight scams. Thailand is beautiful. Pattaya is wild. And not every girl or family is out to fool you. But if something feels too genuine in a city built on illusions, step back. Because in Pattaya, even grandma might be hustling you.